Welcome back to Coaching Football with Brian Clee. Checking out Cody Gardner, sticking with that defensive theme and his presentation about hard corners in cover 2 and cloud 3. Cody is an awesome follow on X/Twitter. There's his handle there. I've been fortunate enough, he'll invite you to, he's like, I just want to talk ball. And he'll invite a bunch of whoever. Like, if you want to talk to him, he becomes available to talk. It does an incredible job sharing. He's got a couple other presentations on Chiefpigskin. Again, the YouTube touchdown membership, $7.99 a month. Some of his stuff and presentations on its own is probably worth the admittance. So his rationale for playing hard corners in cover 2 or cloud 3, where those guys are pretty much flat only players. It creates the mindset all 11 players will be physical and tackle. The corners can tackle. Coach them up to tackle. Don't believe what those offensive coordinators say. They can go make plays with some physicality. Players like the opportunities to make plays. Those corners like to be able to fit with aggressive run fits or pattern matches and make plays in the short game or against the run. For him, they switched to more and more cloud 3 cover 2 because it was their most efficient coverages year after year. He had been a little bit more of a traditional zone drop cover 3 and ended up changing that some. And then lastly, it forces the offense to sustain blocks in space and then also lets the defense minimize the space to tackle. And again, that rationale, he points out he's got a 130-pound corner and he flat out pushes the bigger wide receiver around because he knows his responsibility. It lets him limit space and makes a hard corner is very hard to block and sustain a block in space for more than a second or two. So there's their cover 2. About the one thing that is interesting, they do typically drop 8. It's Tampa-ish unless they're blitzing. The coaching mantras, which I've totally stolen from Cody probably about 2 or 3 years ago. I haven't seen corners. He says hands on 1, eyes on 2. And for his other guys, he'll always say wall and face. Wall means that's the guy they are initially trying to rerouting. Face means that's the guy that they need to get if the initial reroute doesn't happen. So for his cover 2, it's wall 2, face 2, or wall 3, face 3. And there's a lot of carryover with their 2 read. Really, the only adjustment is the corner's leverage. The 3 cloud, if you split the screen in half and only look at the left side, it is very, very similar to cover 2. And they ultimately use it, which we've done the same thing. They use it as an adjustment to trips or motion to trips. Cody really emphasizes a lot of same as coaching, and it's the idea that it's basically still a cover 2 concept, but you've got 3 pairs of low-high defenders. And if you watch the video, Cody does a much better job explaining it than me. But like that's an idea that makes a lot of sense to me. It's obviously a great way to defend things that attack the flats, like bubbles and swings. And Cody's got a bunch of great film about it. And again, those coaching mantras: hands on 1, eyes on 2 for the corners, wall 2, face 1, wall 3, face 2 for the backers. And what playing a hard cover 2 ends up letting you do, on the screen there, that outside linebacker has taken away the inside gap. That H-back was trying to kick him out. That outside linebacker knows his responsibility is to flat out make sure the ball spills, whether you want to call him a defensive end or outside linebacker, that's up to you. And right off the numbers, that corner sitting at 5 yards, he's going to make a tackle for like a 1 or 2 yard loss on this clip that Cody shares, because there are no interior run lanes, because that outside linebacker understands that corner outside of him is going to end up completely unblocked. We can send the ball out there. If the running back doesn't commit to trying to get the 1 or 2 yards, maybe he can get trying to fall forward. It just lets the whole defense be aggressive. And once again, hard cover 2 corner, down by the goal line. This was a 3-back gun set, and that corner is in great position to leverage the ball back inside, where unblocked safety and linebacker can go make the tackle for no gain. Here, So now he talks a little about the Cloud 3, and you can see how everything's going to get matched. What ends up happening with Cloud 3, you get the safeties. If there's only one true vertical threat, you get the safeties to typically double team it. And that's something Cody emphasizes. And it also, if you look at the bottom right here, they ended up bringing an extra linebacker. And his point, anytime you get bunch sets, by being Cloud 3, you have options of bringing a blitz. And if you checked out, I'll put a link. If you checked out the Build-A-Bear presentation, it really reminds me a little bit of that. If there's certain formations where there's certain tendencies, and especially condensed formations, it gives that defense a lot more options if they are willing to play Cloud 3 or Cover 2 on how to pressure and force the quarterback, in this case, to throw an interception to the linebacker on kind of the spot route coming from the inside receiver here. Cody ends up really doing a great job of relating how Cover 2 and Cloud 3 are essentially the same. So he shows this clip where the H-back motions across, and guys move a total of about 3 steps, 2 steps, or 1 step, depending on the position. Looks like the inside linebacker moved about 2 steps. The safety is both 3 or 4 steps. And that's the nice part and the simplicity of pairing the two coverages. And then Coach Gardner goes over multiple clips of film. The best one that illustrates like Cloud 3, Cover 2 stuff, it kills bubbles and swings. This is a swing out to the running back, and he points out the guy that I got highlighted right here. He's got 3 guys left to block. The offense can't win when the corner, you see number 30, I believe here, like he has set the line of scrimmage out on the perimeter. The offense can't win when that corner is playing aggressive like that, and then you're still sound. If that corner is getting blocked, there's only 2 vertical threats left for 2 safeties. Like it's letting defense be what defense should be very aggressive. And once again, like you can tell on this clip right now, that corner is going to smoke that arrow or quick out by the receiver. It's not a winning proposition for the offense. You're forcing the offense to not just take the easy short passes that they really want to put as part of their offensive package. And then lastly, he emphasizes it lets you condense space. You coach your guys up who they need to reroute, and again, Cody goes into much greater detail than I'm going to in this quick review, but you get multiple guys leveraging their routes to each other, so that way as much as you're playing zone or you're man matching, the space of the routes ends up being condensed. So that's some of the things that Coach Gardner goes over. So get the Touchdown membership and check it out if you want to learn about how to have great leverage against multiple formations with run support from the secondary while having aggressive and sound pattern matching coverage behind it. It ultimately would create a physical mindset for all 11 of your defenders. They're all going to tackle. They're all going to make plays. Coach Gardner does a great job of teaching the idea that, yeah, we're multiple with our coverages, but there's a lot of same as in our coverages. And again, Coach Gardner goes into great detail for that. And then like any coaching clinic, some of the nuggets, Coach Gardner talks about some one-arm tackling, boxing gloves to get punch-outs, and then something I found very interesting, turnover circuit on Thursday pregame. So Touchdown membership on Chiefpigskin, hard corners, Cover 2, Cloud 3 coverage, totally worth it.
As always, guys, if you have questions or comments, please leave them down below. I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Check me out and follow me on Twitter at Coach Klee. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like what you see. And if you have anything that maybe requires a longer response, hit me up at coachbrienklee@gmail.com. Thanks as always for tuning in. See you again.